Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds One Podcast, episode 45. I am your host, the Techno Jelly, with my co-host Alchem Games. Alchem, even outside of everything we were talking to before the podcast, there is a ton of stuff that happened. It also helps that, unfortunately, we took a 2-week break unintentionally, and there's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about. Now, I've got a bunch of stories. Two of them. Well, okay. One of them is about a console. Obviously, I'm sure you can guess which console. One of them is about a game. One of them is, and then two of them are like, I would say, gaming adjacent. And then I got some tech stuff. And then I got a really funny AI story, which is, good. So, Alchem, I guess I'm going to open this story with a question. I'm pretty sure I know your answer. Actually, you know what? Let me phrase this question. Okay, money isn't a problem. Would you buy the Switch 2 right away? Would you pre-order the Switch 2? Without the money question, because I know you probably aren't because of money. But like, let's forget about the money thing for a second. Would you pre-order the Switch 2 right now?
If money wasn't an issue, no, I wouldn't buy the Switch 2 right now.
Really? You wouldn't?
No, I don't really care too much for the two games that are going to release on console day. Say if Metroid Prime 4 came out, then I would get it.
Well, that's not a launch title though, right? That's launch window or something like that.
That's a launch window, yeah. So I could wait. The only other thing that would be impacting my general decision, besides what games I would play, because I don't think I'd play Donkey Kong Bonanza day one, or be too crazy to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get that eventually.
It looks interesting, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah. The only other factor would be just the scarcity of the console itself. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's there's nothing really driving me to get it day one.
Yeah. So, Alchem, well, luckily for you, even if you pre-ordered it, you probably wouldn't be getting it day one anyway, because Nintendo announced a week or two ago at this point that even if you pre-order and you get selected to get the invite for the Switch 2, there is a chance that you won't get it on launch day because of how backlogged they are with orders. Like how many signups they're happening and how many people want to pre-order the Switch 2. They don't think they're going to meet demand. And it is going to be really interesting to see like how badly it is when it comes to that, because the numbers have come out for some of them. 2.2 million signups for the pre-order in Japan only. So even if you pre-ordered it, Alchem, there's a chance you're not going to get it right away anyway. What's the face for?
No. More like I was trying to express shock and dismay, but the betrayal. No, but I
mean, it's not that surprising. It's not that surprising, to be fair.
Yeah,
it's the Switch 2.
I mean, it happened before. Yeah, it happened before with previous consoles. It's happened before with Nintendo, not on the Switch, but it's happened before with other consoles.
It happened with the Wii.
So, yeah, it happened with the Wii.
People had to fight in Walmart to get a Wii. Literal brawls in Walmart.
I punched someone for my Wii.
Did you actually?
They tried to touch my Wii and I hit them really hard in self-defense.
Oh, that makes sense.
No one touches my
Wii. But yeah, so that's really interesting to see. I'm happy that they're doing the whole, like, it's like, it sucks, but it's also understandable with the whole lottery system that they're doing and with the requirements to actually pre-order the game, so you can actually get people who play Nintendo to actually get the Nintendo, with the whole sign-up requirements and like having your account attached to it, and you have to buy it from them if you buy from the Nintendo shop at least. Mm-hmm. So there's at least something like that where, at least you're guaranteed to get one, so you don't have to like wait outside Walmart or Target or whatever retail store you're going to. At least you don't have to do that, because on the other stores, first of all, if you tried to pre-order this thing outside the Nintendo site, which this Nintendo site did crash too, but like all the websites crashed. All the stores
Jeez.
crashed immediately when everyone tried to pre-order it. And I think like Walmart sold out of like the Switch 2s in like literally less than a minute. And I'm expecting scalpers to have a field day with the Switch 2. It's going to be so bad. Like if you buy from Nintendo, it's fine, but if you buy from anywhere else, I have a feeling that those things are immediately scalped immediately. So it really sucks for those things, but at least if you buy from Nintendo, it's fine. And I'm honestly, Alchem, I'm slightly surprised that this is happening in general. Like I understand you can only make so many Switches before you make, like when the product's finished, you can only have so much time to like make it. But you would think with the fact that they announced it and then 2 months later it's coming out, you'd think they'd have some stockpile. Like there is some thought process, but like I guess 2.2 million signups in Japan only is a lot. So I can't imagine it being crazy amounts. So it's unfortunate, but kind of expected, honestly. So yeah.
Well, thankfully I don't have. Like I said, thankfully if you're a diehard Mario Kart fan, then yeah, this is a bummer. This is a really big bummer. If you're a diehard DK fan,
well, Donkey Kong isn't coming out. Donkey Kong isn't coming out right away, though. I don't think it's a launch title.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, I thought it was. I actually thought it was a launch title. Never mind.
I don't think it's a launch title. It was announced during the Switch 2 thing, but I don't think it's a launch title.
But it wasn't announced as a. Oh well.
I could be wrong.
Is there besides Mario Kart? Oh shoot! Then I'll be honest with you. I don't think Mario Kart is like a console seller. But
honestly,
there are some people who want to get it.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm wrong. Donkey Kong is a launch game.
Okay.
Wait, nope, I'm wrong. Sorry, I read the wrong date. It comes out July 17th, so almost a full month later instead of June.
Yeah, no, I could honestly wait for that because, like I said, Mario Kart. I don't believe Mario Kart would be like a diehard console seller. I don't think there is a console seller kind of game anymore in this era. But
I don't know. A new mainline Mario game would be a console seller, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Besides that, I don't think there's that many others that would be a console seller.
Also, a new Zelda game.
Again, the console.
A new mainline Zelda
era doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, the problem is Nintendo is like one of the last people that has like recognizable mascots and not just games. You know what I mean? Like Microsoft, Microsoft has been really failing when it comes to like exclusive in terms of like building the Microsoft, like what is a console seller for Microsoft? The answer is, well, first of all, they don't really sell consoles anymore. So,
I don't think they even know anymore. Yes.
I mean, like other than Halo, like I guess the new Gears of War game is eventually coming, but like all the franchises that were known from Microsoft basically were dormant other than Halo, and Halo was kind of like on a lifeline. And PlayStation they do have tons of IP, but they barely use it. Other than God of War. So
no, what are you talking about? The Last of Us, they keep using that to they keep beating that horse.
Yeah, but they only made 2 games. But I think there's actually there's a lot of games that Nintendo, I think a lot of people would be console sellers for Nintendo. Like a new mainline 3D Mario game and a new 3D Zelda game, I think would be 2 big ones. I agree with you that Mario Kart isn't a console seller, but I think it's a really smart idea to have it because people have been wanting a new Mario Kart for a long time. Because Mario Kart 8 is really old. Like Mario 8 came out on the Wii U, didn't it? And there wasn't a new Mario Kart game for the Switch.
No, they just kept kept tacking more stuff on because it was like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or something like that.
So I think it's a good first, but I also feel like Nintendo is going along with first start, like a good baseline.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a weak one. I think it's an understandable one because also one of the things that a lot of people one of the things that I feel like they're kind of banking on is that people are going to buy this, and then when people and then people are going to have people over, and one of the games that everyone says, oh, do you want to play the Switch too, we have Mario Kart, you know, like for those, because not everyone's going to buy it right away, or like they're probably banking on the fact that one, not everyone's going to buy it, two, limited supply, so party games to have, so you only one person needs to buy it right now, you know what I mean, and then it's going to solidify people that actually want it. It could be.
Not to mention that cool new way you get to talk with friends and share stuff on their on Nintendo Discord.
On Nintendo Discord, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. It's great. Now,
Nintendo
again,
Discord,
it does
as it do.
it does suck that they won't be getting it. There won't be enough to meet demand. But I mean, give it a month or two, give it maybe 2 or 3 months, and then it should balance out.
Should balance out eventually. And then, but
Nature
after like the
balances
couple
out.
months as well, and then there'll be more games on it too. So
Exactly.
yeah. And so, wait, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh god. Okay. Speaking of Nintendo Discord, it being kind of gaming adjacent, did you hear about Discord's CEO? Or I guess I should say former CEO now, stepping down?
Okay. I thought they're going to do it. It hasn't happened just yet, but yeah, soon to be former or whatever. Or
Yeah,
already has.
the Discord co-founder is stepping down as company CEO, and a former Activision Blizzard chairman is stepping in to take over the company. So are you ready, Alchem, to change things in about 10 years after no, I'm saying like give it like 10 years.
I was about to be like, is it time already where we have to swap to another service again?
I mean, honestly,
Discord was pretty good.
I would take a guess that like the optimistic person in me, I think the thing about this is, sure, an Activision Blizzard chairman taking over the company, I think is a bad thing for consumers. But the only thing I think they could really do is have like more ads and stuff like that, which doesn't affect it that much. Or maybe they try to push Nitro more or something like that. Because like, in order to make more money, as what a CEO like this would try to do, is kind of not to change anything. It's just to add more things to buy. Because there isn't that much things to buy right now in Discord, like other than Nitro. And to be fair, Nitro is a good deal most of the time. I mean, I don't use it, but So like, I don't really necessarily know what they'd even do to. I mean, I guess that's also the scary thing. Who knows what they think would be a thing to sell for on Discord? You know what I mean? Because who knows?
We're gonna see, and it's gonna be horrible. The future.
Yeah, the microtransactions added to Discord is going to be interesting. Because I mean, they're going to be added.
Yeah, regardless of what we think, they're going to add something trying to monetize Discord more than it already is right now.
Yeah.
The question is, how are they going to integrate it? What is it going to be? And how intrusive or necessary it'll be for people who use the platform. We'll have to wait and see. I hope it doesn't do anything when I say intrusive, I hope it doesn't do anything to currently impact how most of us use Discord now.
Yeah.
Maybe stuff to help improve stuff. Maybe I don't know.
They have started to improve some things, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like one of the things that
they do improvements, they try to do it in a way where you don't necessarily need it, but you'd want it and you'd want to pay for it.
I mean, honestly, the new I don't know if you use the new like overlay for gaming, but it's so annoying. Like I disabled it and it constantly tells me to try to enable it now. And I'm like, stop it.
That off a long time ago.
Yeah, no, but it constantly pings me. I'm like, stop it. Stop trying to tell me to turn it on.
Yeah, you can hold shift and whatever the hell to turn it on.
Yeah, hold shift and like apostrophe or something like that. It's like, no, I am not Discord. Go away. I don't care. To be fair, they are doing some things because I mean, Discord is being accused of a lot of bad things when it comes to, um, like just the platform itself, and it's doing a making a feature where it's testing a face scanning feature to verify the age of people because there's been a lot of bad things obviously on Discord. Though I don't know how
Oh,
that
right.
really works.
I just hold up a picture and then they'll fall for it. It's fine.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, you don't have to lie about your age on Discord, Alchem. So I mean, you're fine.
And still, I'll just hold up a picture anyway because I just think it's funny.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I mean, that's just something in the testing phase because I mean, there's been a lot of things about Discord with the whole younger audience type of deal. So it'll be interesting to see that. But, you know, it's kind of worrying, but the good thing about it is that if Discord dies, there's always going to be a new app. You know?
We going back to Skype for now?
You can't.
Oh God. Oh wait, Skype is gone
Skype
too.
is gone. Skype is gone.
Oh no, TeamSpeak.
It's time
We
to go
gotta
to TeamSpeak or Mumble.
Yeah.
You have to go back to
We
Mumble.
gotta go to. Oh God, I forgot Mumble exists.
I still use
Okay,
Mumble,
that's
hilariously enough. I still use Mumble with a couple of people.
No, not Mumble. Let's not go back. I only
Uh,
remember that with like my friends who like to play fighting games. Those are the
Well, it's
those are the
my friend.
days.
My friend who uses Mumble is a Linux user, so you know
Ah.
they fit that description. So
Oh.
on a happier note, Alchem, moving from
Yeah.
Discord onto talking about older platforms, something that did come out recently that we both played actually. That is the Oblivion Remastered that came out recently. And okay, did you play Oblivion before?
Yeah, a long time ago. It's
Yeah.
just, funny,
So
funny story about that.
I've never played Oblivion.
Uh,
Why? What's the funny
so,
story?
buddy. Okay, so in all honesty, when I was little and playing Oblivion,
Yeah.
I never got to beat it because it was insanely hard for me.
Yeah.
And I was getting one-shotted by just the basic tutorial creatures and monsters. Mud crabs were a big threat to me. I ended up having to develop like all these side skills to help me survive, to give me every conceivable edge, to the point where when I got to Kvatch, everything in that first like major story chapter or challenge was so difficult and so just grueling. Just fighting the moment I had to fight my first Daedric, I expended every single thing at my disposal just to beat it.
Okay.
And I died over and over, loading in again and again and again, to the point where I just like, I can't do this. There's no way I can do this. I ended up just dropping it, just pissed off and never ever touching it again.
Okay.
I come back, I'm like, I remember the joy. I come back when the remaster came out. I'm like, I remember the joy I had playing this. I kind of forgot about all the turmoil and the hardship.
Yeah.
I guess because I just blocked it all out.
Makes sense.
And then thanks to one of my friends who gifted him to me, I was like, oh, I get to try this again. I try it, and going through the menu, I'm like, oh, difficulty, huh? I wonder what this is. I don't remember this.
Yeah. It was a slider in the original game.
Yeah, long story short, I didn't realize that I was playing on like the highest difficulty possible back then. And so when I go through the tutorial level, I'm like, oh man, these fights are gonna be hard again. I remember this. I proceed to just like two swipe the rats.
I was about to say, like on normal difficulty, you like almost one shot them.
Yeah, I was like, what? I didn't express it well on stream, but like in my mind, I was like, this is way easier than I thought. Did they dumb it down? I'm looking at the difficulty slider, and I'm like, oh, I've been playing on hard that entire. When I was a little kid, my dumbass didn't apparently realize I was playing in the super hard difficulty. So now
it was just a slider.
I get to relive all this. Yeah, I get to relive all of this, all the joy and everything without the. And now that I know it's not as hard as I thought it was, because
Yeah.
I was stupid back then. Now I get to enjoy it to the fullest and get to play it for the first time to completion,
Yeah.
which is going to be a lot of fun for me.
I mean, and with the modern upgrades that it has, which is really nice because like I've talked to people that played the original Oblivion. The new leveling system is a lot better, isn't necessarily the right word, but it's a lot easier for people who don't know what's going on. Like they don't know the ins and outs of the system, because the old leveling system in Oblivion was very easy to get
Wrong.
wrecked.
Very
basically.
wrong.
Yeah, and at least in the new one, while it's still Oblivion at heart,
It's streamlined compared to what it was back then.
Yeah, but
You
streamlined
will
in a
not
good
mess up
way, I would say. Streamlined in a good way. It's
yeah.
hard. You don't accidentally mess up your build in this game compared to the
That's what
original.
I was going to say that, because that was one thing I realized. I messed up one of my builds back then.
Yeah.
But then when I'm playing this, I'm like, oh, they made it so I can't. They made it choose. So it's not that. Yeah, you actually can choose. You won't mess up your build that much, or you won't really do anything that badly to ruin your character.
They made major skills actually major skills, which when I say that, you think, yeah, no duh. But talking to people that love Oblivion, major skills weren't actually major. Like, it was complicated, unnecessarily complicated, unfortunately.
Yeah. I loved how complex it got and how customizable we could do, but
you can still have that. I mean, with the new Oblivion,
you can still have and you're ruined. Yeah. Just that back then, if you made a few bad choices with your character and what they could do or what they were proficient with, then your character was ruined.
Yeah, well, the problem is,
gonna have a really bad time.
Yeah, the problem is that you also, like, because you couldn't choose what to level, sometimes you were leveling the wrong things and you were losing stats. It was, like I said, unnecessarily complicated sometimes. And I'm glad that they just made it so you could just pick the stuff now, which is really nice, because all the animations, all the remade animations are great. The new combat feels really good. Even though I've never played Oblivion, I've watched Oblivion a little bit, and the combat in Oblivion, the OG Oblivion, looks bad. I'm sure it's fine, but it's like, when you think of a modern game, like, there's not a lot of oomph to the combat, but there's a lot of oomph to this combat now, that because enemies actually react to the hits and swings and all that good stuff, which is really nice. I don't know about you, Alchem, but the game runs so bad, just like the OG Oblivion. It runs so poorly. Just like it's just like the original. It's runs so poorly. I have to run this game on all medium settings, and I'm still dropping incredibly. To be fair, I'm streaming it, so there's a little more extra, like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, resources being used up on my computer, but like, still, like, I have a 4070 Ti. This game should not be running this poorly. It's hilarious. All the OG bugs are in there. All the weird, like, misaligned dialogue is still there. Like, the very awkward dialogue. It's hilarious watching people and myself try to figure out how to do that stupid lockpicking game. I know how to do it. I just can't. It's just so, I'm out, literally in my playthrough right now. Alchem, I'm out of lockpicks because I can't. I've broken
already.
I'm out.
I only got 8 left.
I started a lock thing with 27, and I left with it still locked and 0 lockpicks. Like, it was bad. I think the funny thing, one of the funnier things is there's a dodge button. Everyone's talking about a dodge button in the combat. There's a dodge button. I didn't know this. I didn't know you could dodge now in with the new dodge button.
What's a dodge button? Wait,
I think what it is that you need to one of the stats gives you the ability to dodge now when you get to a certain rank of it. Before they added that. So, like, it's not by default. Like, eventually you can get the ability to dodge. Yeah. And sprinting is now a thing. Sprinting, you can sprint,
that
which
was
is
great.
cool.
I do like that you can sprint.
Yeah.
Because back then, no, you're
No, you
very
just
slow,
walked.
and you got
Um,
your ass kicked.
yeah. And I honestly, I think I kind of wish that they optimized it a little bit. Like I honestly keeping all the bugs in it, totally fine with that. Keeping all the quirks, totally fine with that. Keeping all the literal messed up voice lines, like do you know that there's a double take in one of the with one of the NPCs? She literally says her line and then says, "Let me do that again." And then does the line again.
Oh,
That's in the
oh,
game. That one of the NPCs says that.
I gotta go find them.
Yeah, and which was in the OG Oblivion, and they kept it in. I also love there is a you definitely need to find her Alchem. I don't know where she is, but there is a magic user who asks you, who's from Morrowind, and asks you what the fine is for necrophilia. And then you answer if you answer her, she says that's so much lower than Morrowind, and is very happy about it, and will not tell you why. The Oblivion dialogue be freaky sometimes, you know?
I mean, what do the NPCs get into? Holy crap!
You don't want to know, man. You don't want to know.
Obviously not. Well, I mean, uh,
Yeah, but I've been enjoying it. Have you been, are you doing magic at all? I'm doing sword and board or two-handed.
I'm doing summoning and sword.
Okay.
So my skeleton buddy.
I'm doing two-handed sword right now. I'm just running at them and just slashing as many times as I can because I find it hilarious. I I think I also okay.
Yeah.
You've played. What other Bethesda games have you played? I know you've played
Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim. Did you play the Fallout games?
Oh yeah, I play the Fallout games.
Yeah. Did you play Fallout 3 and 4?
Yes.
Did you play New Vegas?
A little bit of. I didn't get to play. I didn't have it myself. I got to play through
Oh,
a
okay.
friend.
Yeah. So, okay. I have a beef with Bethesda. It takes them so like so my favorite game, one of my favorite games of this style is Fallout New Vegas, and it's the only one not made by Bethesda, right? And the reason I find Bethesda games generally so frustrating is because everyone tells me about these really cool quests and side quests and characters and stuff, but doing the main quest doesn't bring you to any of the locations of anything.
Oh yeah, no.
And I find that incredibly annoying. So, because Alchem, I did the thing that basically everyone tells you not to do, is I was doing the main quest in Oblivion, and it takes so long for you to get to the main city, to the Imperial City. It takes like 5 missions in, 4 or 5 missions in for the main quest to send you to the main city. And it's so weird to me because like I was like, man, I feel like should have been to the main city by now, but it takes you a long time to get to it.
Oh, you immediately went from the sewers straight to the other place to find
to talk to Joffrey or Jeffrey or whatever his name is. And then I talked to Martin.
So you did miss on everything. Yeah, you didn't miss out on going to the main city.
Well, okay, so after the Hero of Kavach thing, and then you drop off Martin to his fortress, then he sends you to the city. And so I am stopping the main quest there and just I just explored a lot of the Imperial City. Also, the Imperial City, very confusing. I do not understand the navigation of that city. I am so lost.
Always been a weird mess.
I am always lost. Everything looks the same. But I just grabbed all the side quests I could, and then I found the arena, and I'm beating people up in the arena, which is pretty fun. I talked to that orc guy in the arena. I'm thinking about doing his side quest as well.
Like the champion of the arena?
No, the orc guy and like the gold thing. He gave me a key, and I need to go open a box for him because he's like he's part of a rich family but illegitimate or something like that.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
so I'm
remember
thinking about doing
I ended
that
up doing a
quest.
lot of side quests.
Yeah, well, that's the thing
Hmm.
about Oblivion for me that was a little weird. That I wasn't
Right.
actually doing, like, I wasn't really playing Oblivion because I was doing the main quest, and I was like, when is this main quest going to send me to the city? And it takes you so long, and
That's a neat part. It
it's
doesn't.
yeah, it's
It's a
really
label.
annoying. It's really annoying, but and it's my biggest beef with all Bethesda games is that they have such cool side quests and characters, and you have to avoid the main quest to do them, which is weird because I
Mhm.
feel like it's why New Vegas for me is my favorite, because doing the main quest of New Vegas brings you to all the places. Like, you can, obviously there are things off the beaten path, but like, if you just did the main quest and just did side quests near the main quest, you still do a ton of the some of the cooler side quests, and it just doesn't happen. Now, to be fair, Oblivion is a much older game, so obviously there's some slack there, but even the newer Bethesda games, I had the same problem. So
But I think it's just a practice of theirs where they try to reward exploration, but they
I
kind of forgot
yeah,
people who like to tread the beaten path. They also would love to see these extra stories and extra stuff, but
it's not
they
even
won't
just
venture
that
off.
though. It's not even just not being able to venture off. It's just that it takes
It's
so
not even
long.
know. It's
You're
Yeah,
just
but
bringing me
the other thing
nowhere.
is you don't know. The other
Yeah,
thing is you don't even know that it's there. Like
yeah,
a player could find the most exciting, cool side quest way over on like the edge of the map, but any normal player would be like,
yeah.
"Why would
But
I
why
even
why would
want
you
to
ever
venture that
go there?
far?"
Why would you ever go
Yeah,
there?
yeah. You just
Unless
have to have that what if mentality. It's like
yeah,
just what if? What if there's
yeah.
something there? Most
And
people
I
would be like,
think
"No."
I just wish there was, to be fair, in Oblivion itself, there is a lot of times where I've literally just walked up to NPCs and listened to them talk to each other, and things were added to my map, which I
Mhm.
think is really
Yeah.
cool. I wish like that. I don't remember that happening a lot in Skyrim or Fallout 3 and stuff like that, and I feel like that should definitely be more of a thing, because like I was like, oh,
No,
that's cool. I'll maybe check
it's
that out, But
yeah, the quest
it's
by hearing and talking. It's
yeah,
basically it tries to encourage you to do the
it does
speechcraft
try.
stuff.
I am so confused with the speech. Like, I understand what it is, but I am bad at it. I'm so bad at that speechcraft mini
You
game.
just have to like bluff and praise and
Yeah,
joke
I'm
with
really
them.
bad with it at it. I'm probably just gonna end up bribing people if I need to.
Yeah,
I'll just throw money at
yeah.
them.
Look, here's like 5 gold. Will you be my friend?
Yeah,
Why
like,
not?
here's 5 more gold. Be my friend now. Still not my
You my
friend.
friend
Here's
now?
5 more gold.
Well, this will
I
be
actually
great
have
deal.
like over 1,000 gold already just because I was picking up stuff and selling it. The funny thing is, Alchem, I was like so over encumbered for like, I picked up like 3 things and I was like, I'm over encumbered again,
Yeah,
because
welcome.
it took me so long to get to the main city that wasn't able to sell anything, right?
That's
And
gonna happen a
I
lot.
wasn't fast traveling that much, because I also feel like Oblivion also just assumes you're fast traveling everywhere, because because you can fast travel everywhere immediately, the game just assumes you're gonna do that,
Yeah,
and I
that's what
wasn't, so I didn't fast travel the shops to sell stuff right away. So yeah,
neither was
uh,
I. And but I kept running into bandits all the time.
yeah,
It was fun.
I ran into some marauders.
They keep coming at me and they're like, you like, all right, your money or your life, and I'm just like, fight me.
Also,
I appreciate the
Oblivion
time.
dungeons are in fact the worst thing in existence. Oblivion cave dungeons specifically are so annoying.
Mhm.
I can understand why the Skyrim dungeons, while people feel like they've been streamlined, are a lot better. I get it now. I get it. I do prefer the Skyrim dungeons over the Oblivion ones, but at least they added clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is a nice thing. I think that's a new spell, if I remember correctly. So you can always get out of the dungeon with the spell, which is nice. Which is given to you by default, I'm pretty sure. So that's
Mhm.
nice. And yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I'll be still playing it. And it's also just crazy that they just shadow dropped it the same day that they announced it.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. That came out of
They
nowhere.
just announced, like, oh yeah, we're announcing it. Here's the big thing. Here's the big reveal. We're talking about the game devs. Oh yeah, it's out literally now. Like literally as I was watching people watch it, like I was watching some React people doing it, and they're like, it's literally available now. I'm literally downloading. I already bought it. I'm literally downloading it now. Like during the stream. Like literally during the stream, people like, it's on Steam, I bought it already, I'm downloading. After we're done reacting to this whole thing, we're playing it. And like people were like literally buying it as the stream was going.
Lord.
I was literally downloading it on Game Pass because it came out on Game Pass first. Like it was like it was like 30 minutes before the Steam page went live and stuff like that. So I was downloading it on Xbox Game Pass, which is how I was playing it. Because I had, it was day one Game Pass as well, which is pretty insane. But it makes sense because Microsoft owns Bethesda now, so I'm assuming all of their games are going to be on it. And it's also on PS5, to be fair. So it's on all the things, everything but Switch, basically. And it wouldn't surprise me if this is coming to Switch 2 eventually. Because I'm pretty sure Switch 2 could probably handle it. I mean, if they can make Witcher 3 on the original Switch, they can make Oblivion Remastered on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair, my 4070 Ti can barely play this game, so who knows? But I think that might be the Bethesda mark. It feels like sometimes. So yeah, I am glad that I'm glad that this is the first time I've played. This is how I'm playing Oblivion the first time, because I don't know if I would have enjoyed original Oblivion simply because of the leveling system. Because like I've listened to explanations of the leveling system and I'm like, that I don't get it. I do not understand. But this leveling system I do understand. And it's still, at least from some people, saying like, yeah, it's simplified, but it's simplified in the better ways. It didn't just change it. So that's good. And I still like how this game is way more of an RPG than Skyrim. So yeah. Yeah. I'm enjoying Oblivion Remastered more than I enjoyed Skyrim. But I am a certified Skyrim hater, so you know. Puts on sunglasses, drives away.
I'm just glad that I will actually be able to enjoy this game, and
Not
found
realize
out that it
not
would be of my
realizing you're
own
playing on the
stupidity.
most hardest.
Yeah, now I can actually. Because I couldn't play it back. I can't play it again because back then it was on my old console and my old console broke down, so I could never go back to it.
Yeah.
And now with this remaster, I'm like,
yeah.
And then I found out, oh my god, it actually was just my stupidity. Cool. And I can play this while it is like like you said, simple. I think it just basically simple doesn't necessarily mean like simplified. It could just be optimized. But
I don't know if it's even simplified. It's just it's
good.
Yeah, it's a lot better, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that leveling system in Oblivion, I understand what they were going for, but it just didn't work. You know what I mean? Like I understood what the goal was, but I think honestly, if I understand correctly of what the leveling system wanted to accomplish, I feel like the remastered version of it accomplishes it.
Mm-hmm.
Of where like you can't be the master of everything. You do have major skills and you aren't the master of everything. But it's easier to be the master of the skills that you choose. That and I just want to carry a big sword and hit things. You know? It's what I live for.
I mean that's why I'm so glad. Oh, I can't wait till I actually get to beat this for the first time. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm also, do you know the ending of Oblivion?
More or less. It's just ever since I've seen it.
Yeah. I want to see that ending in the remastered engine.
I want to see it personally myself for the first time. And I want to see it as a remaster.
Yeah, I've seen it
before video.
I've seen it before. Yeah. I've seen it before in video, but that's going to be so different in the remaster, I feel like.
Yeah, being able to experience it yourself and do it yourself, and seeing it like with a new coat of paint.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's gonna be really it's gonna be very cool, I think. Which is also why it's like a part of me fighting because I want to do like mainline the story because I want to see that ending, but I also want to do all the side quests and like explore and stuff like that. It's like it's a battle. It's an inner battle in my self.
So I'm right now trying to kill someone in the game to try to make sure that it gets spotted, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I'm trying to remember who it is that There's an organization that finds you if they see that you killed someone, which I'm trying to remember
Oh, the
what
Dark
it was.
Brotherhood?
Yeah, thank you.
The Dark Brotherhood, yeah.
Forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah, right now I have the...
It has to be like your thing, your action has been noticed or something like that.
Yeah, your action has been noticed.
No, that's the thing. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know how to proc that quest, honestly. I've been seeing the Gray Fox stuff, of the Thieves Guild quest, the Gray Fox.
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
I see his poster in the Imperial City all the time, and all the guards are telling me that he's fake. And I'm not sure if I have an actual quest for the Gray Fox yet, but I also don't like stealing in video games, so I don't think I'm ever gonna do his quest because I don't steal. And I'm right now I'm playing the game as I would play a game, like as I normally would. I'm not doing anything specific, and I just don't generally steal. So I'm probably not gonna do his quest. So I'll do it when I become the true thief I was meant to be one day in a specific playthrough. Maybe I'll do his quest then. But in my first playthrough, I'm playing the game as I would, and I'm not a person who steals stuff. If I hover over an item and it's a red text, I don't take it, no matter what. Basically, no bad karma for me.
What does that mean? What does that mean about me? I literally grab everything I can get my grubby mitts on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Unless I don't need it. I mean, if it's something that I could sell, I can't really sell anyway because they won't let you sell stolen items.
Yeah.
Unless you go to the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So that has been really fun. And I also, I don't know if you have, but I also recently downloaded Expeditions 33, which I've seen everyone raving about this game. It's a bunch of ex-Ubisoft devs, and they made basically Persona, but Western, from what I can tell.
Expedition 33?
Expedition 33. Yeah, here, let me bring it up so I can tell you the full title.
Claire Obscure?
Claire's Obscure Expedition 33, yeah.
Oh.
It is a turn-based game, and it is... Everyone's saying, like, this is their game of the year. It's basically a pure 9 out of 10s or 5 out of 5s. Like, it's... Apparently, people love it. And it is a... Yeah, it's a bunch of Ubisoft devs, and a lot of people say, like, this is, like, Persona. It's Persona, but Western. At least the style of combat, and it's also very stylized. Like, the UI is very stylized, like Persona and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to be interested in I'm going to play that at some point because I want to play Oblivion first, and I understand I'm playing an older game, but for me this is the first time. So
gotcha.
Yeah. And so speaking of games that I play sometimes, and then that makes me sad, but also happy, but also sad. But
also happy?
Alchem?
Yeah.
The Minecraft movie has made so much money. The Minecraft movie has made so much money. It's made $700 million worldwide so far. It is the biggest... It's the second biggest movie of 2025. And it is... on par with Inside Out 2, Mona 2, Despicable Me 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, and Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, it is huge. And it makes me sad, but also happy. Because I'm happy that, people are having success. Because it's great. And the memes are amazing. But it makes me sad because I watched that movie, Alchem, and the movie sucks. In, like, the best possible way. Have you watched the Minecraft movie, Alchem?
No.
You should.
No.
It's hilarious. Like I said, Alchem, it's a bad movie, but in a good way. In my opinion.
It's so bad, it's good kind of situation?
It is. Well, it's okay. I saw it opening day, but I didn't see it I saw it opening day on
Yeah.
in a quiet theater. So there wasn't tons of kids. There were some kids, and honestly, the kids that were there for me in the movie theater made the experience so much better because they were laughing and just having a blast. There was this 6-year-old girl, Alchem, that was in the movie theater, and she was having the time of her life watching this movie, and it made the movie better for me. I'll be honest. Like, she was absolutely enjoying the movie 100%, and it was adorable. But like, it's a kids movie. It is for people between the ages of like 5 and like 16. And I went into the movie knowing, like, expecting that, and I came out and like, yeah, that's exactly who they made the movie for, and it's great. I bought the chicken jockey plushie because I can't help myself, and it was worth it though. If I was able to buy the popcorn bucket that was a TNT block, I would have, but it wasn't available here. It's mostly only in the US, so you know, it happens. But yeah, Alchem, I think you should watch it. I think you'd enjoy it. I think you'd have a similar opinion of me. It was a fun movie. A good movie, no, but it's a fun movie. Honestly, some of the action scenes are actually some of the better action scenes I've seen in a while. And there's yaoi. And I mean it in that way.
What?
Look, Jack Black and Jason, I can't remember his name now. Jason Momoa 69. Okay, I'm just saying that they do that in the movie. It's a kids movie, so it's not that, but they definitely 69. You'll understand when you watch the movie, Alchem. You'll understand when you watch the movie.
Kind of worried.
You should be.
I'm worried that I'll go to one of the ones where, you know, people just hype it up and just overreact intentionally.
Overreact intentionally to what?
You've seen.
You mean it like in the theaters? You mean like when they're throwing the popcorn and everything like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that would have been awful for me. But luckily, like I said, the people that I was in a very quiet theater, and while the theater was mostly kids, I went opening day, but like it was because for me the movie came out on April, like on whatever day it was. They had a showing the day before opening day for some reason, so I went the day before opening day, and so it was like half of the movie theater was empty. And to be honest, Alchem, this is the first time I've went to the movies in actual decades, and the movie theaters have gotten a lot better in terms of experience. The chairs are so much better and everything. I don't know about movie theaters around you. They have like a table thing, so you can put. Like they have it's like a school table that you can put in front of your seat now. I've never seen that. I was like, wow, I feel like an old man.
They have it's like a little tray to hold your stuff.
I was like, oh my god, I feel like
it's convenient.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I feel like an old man being like, oh my god, everything's changed. It's still not going to convince me to go to movies very often because, you know, I'm still not a huge movie person, but it's nice to know that I'm not going to hate it now. You know, because one of the reasons I hated those seats, the original like movie theater seats, man, they sucked. And everything was so crowded always. So yeah, the Minecraft movie is making a ton of money, and apparently there's already talks about it.
No, having a sequel.
Yeah, there's already talks about a sequel. But it's made so much money, Alchem. Of course. It had a budget of $150 million, and it's made over 700 now. Like, of course there's going to be a sequel. I honestly don't know how they're going to make a sequel, because they close it off pretty well, honestly, at least in terms of the movie, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a kid's movie. The Kung Fu Panda 4 came out, and I didn't even know they made a second and a third, so, you know.
Oh god.
We'll see, Alchem. We'll see. You know, it's bound to happen. You can't stop it.
I mean, true, but I'm not going to be in the theater when they throw popcorn and yell chicken jockey.
Oh yeah, I mean that stuff I am not into, but the chicken jockey meme is funny. The chicken jockey scene, Alchem, is great. I mean, I bought the plushie. To be fair, it's actually a really good plushie. It's a very
Gentleman goes to
solid
the
plushie.
movie theater when Jack Black says chicken jockey, he's just like, yeah, and throws his chicken jockey into the screen.
I'm gonna throw the chicken jockey at the screen and say, "Take that, Jack
Let's
Black."
go. Apparently, yeah, like people were just making a big hype about
Oh, yeah.
certain lines that got said on the.
Well, it's because they're in the
literally-
trailers. That's why, Alchem. They became a meme
Yeah.
during the trailers. So yeah,
I don't know. I'll see it when I
you'll
can.
see it when you can, Alchem. I think
theater stuff.
I think you would. I think in terms of just the movie, I think you'd have a similar opinion to me. Of where it's fun, it's nice. I don't know how. Like, I know you're not that into Minecraft, but it's nice to see like the nods to Minecraft and all the cool stuff. But during the movie, I did become the actually push up nerds glasses guy in my head, because I'm like, some of these things are wrong. This is not how it works in Minecraft. Which is interesting. And I was critical. Steve, I think honestly, Alchem, Steve, not that good of a Minecraft player. I'm gonna be real. I'm calling Steve Minecraft movie Steve. You're not that good at Minecraft. I'm just gonna say it. I'm saying it. It's a skill issue.
It's Jack Black. No matter what you think, it's just Jack Black. It's not the real Steve.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's one of my criticisms of Minecraft Steve is that it's not Minecraft Steve. It's just Jack Black having a blast. Now, to be fair, Jack Black having a blast is amazing and he's great, but it's not Minecraft Steve. It's just Jack Black. It's just Jack Black being Jack Black. Yeah, my Steve is the one from Smash Brothers. Yeah, that's my Steve.
That's Steve right there. That's the one who could do all that crazy stuff. He could defeat the Ender Dragon and go to the Nether. Not this Jack Black one.
They never. No. Yeah, they never. Yeah. But yeah,
I know they never actually did the Ender Dragon stuff.
Yeah, that's way too much. That's too much budget. So yeah, it was fun. I think you would enjoy it. If it's just the movie, you definitely wouldn't enjoy the experience if they're doing what they're doing now, but you know what I mean. I'm interested what they do second. I mean, another thing is that this also made me like, I need to also watch the Mario movie. I need to watch all the Sonic movies. I'm still so behind on all these movies. I haven't watched any of them, and I need to at some point. I know people really love the Sonic movies, and I know the Mario movie is decent. So, yeah, I gotta do that, and I'll probably make videos on them as well, because why not? They're.
Well, you have not seen any of that. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it in, but no. How could you not see the Mario movie? Was great. All right, Jack Black was in there too.
It's true, he's in there
too. He was in there too. You can go see that. See, and he was Bowser.
I heard he did really good as Bowser. I heard he really did.
He did. He was awesome.
Yeah, and I need to see all the Sonic movies as well.
I can't believe you haven't seen those. Those are really good too.
In my defense, Alchem. I don't like Sonic. I know. No. I actually, Alchem. I was a Sega person. I've played most of the Sonic games. It's that I really don't like going to the movie theaters. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, there are alternative ways to go see the movie. I'm kidding.
I know.
You have to go to the movies. You have to.
I mean, when
support the films.
No. Only sometimes. I mean, I literally can't go see the movies now. I have to get them probably on some subscription service somewhere.
Yeah, you could do that in some subscription service, or there are other means.
It's true. But yeah, at some point I need to catch up on those movies. And then eventually the Zelda movie is apparently coming out this year or next year, so we'll see how that goes.
Zelda movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's a live action Zelda movie.
Yeah, I forgot they mentioned that.
Yeah. And I mean, the Mario movie did pretty well. So I think, and Nintendo, and if there's anything we can guarantee, at least modern Nintendo, I understand the previous Nintendo didn't really do it, but I feel like modern Nintendo really cares about the quality. So we'll see how well that goes.
I still feel like the old Super Mario Brothers movie was actually pretty decent.
Being decent, being like enjoyable and being good are two different things.
It was good. It was enjoyable.
Enjoyable and good are two
but I
different
liked it.
things. I enjoyed the Minecraft movie, Alchem. It is not a good movie. You know?
Yeah, you know what? I guess you're right.
Yeah, yeah. So,
It's not. I
Alchem.
mean,
Nope. Okay,
it's never
sorry.
gonna be as good as the Mario. It's never gonna be as good as the first Mario movie. You're right.
Nothing's as good as that.
Agreed.
Agreed. All right, Alchem.
All right. So next up, we're gonna talk about that one V2. I'm kidding.
Oh God, please no.
No.
We're actually going to go outside of the gaming industry now and the nerd industry. We're going to go to the tech industry because I'm curious if you know about this, Alchem. Have you seen all the stuff about Google in the past couple weeks? So,
oh wait, aren't they? Okay, I heard a little bit just recently, but yeah, go on.
So, the US courts have ruled that Google is an anti-competitive monopoly in their web browsing advertising specifically. So some of the officials, so basically the way the courts have said this is that Google, they have alleged the tech giant was purposely pushing ads for their own products and services on servers that were meant to be part of a free market. So basically, they were pretending to be a free market while purposely pushing Google products instead of no biased, which I 100% agree. Like they 100% were doing that. But the courts also agree, which is I think the bigger one. I don't know. Okay, Alchem. I tried reading this document. It's 115 pages and it's all legal jargon. So I got to about a paragraph in and I was like, I understood 0 words in that paragraph, and I decided to find someone to explain it to me instead. And that's how they explained it to me. Where they're going after the web browsing ads basically. And this was also it's the US court, but it's like 19 or 17 plaintiffs have joined the suit with the District Court of Eastern Virginia. So a lot of people have joined that. And then so that is going to be interesting to see how that goes, because this is also in tandem with the fact that Google right now is still fighting Epic over the Play Store, how Play Store monetization works. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes along with this, because if they're proven in this court to be a monopoly with this, it'll be easier for Epic to prove that the Play Store is also not fair, which will be interesting to see. And then along with that, out of nowhere, a company I haven't thought about for years comes out of nowhere, Yahoo. So Yahoo is looking to buy Google Chrome to break up the monopoly Google has. Because Google has been basically been ordered to... Okay, wait, let me rephrase this, because part of the legal process is that they're trying to argue that Google needs to be split apart into different companies, right? Or their assets need to be split because they own a monopoly over stuff. So Yahoo is trying to say that them purchasing Chrome would be part of a what's it called? Like part of like the, not dissolution, that's not the right word. Separation from Google, right? And they are putting 11-figure numbers down in order to purchase it, which, first of all, I didn't know Yahoo had that kind of money. I thought Yahoo was... I don't even know why Yahoo owns anymore. What do they even own? Who uses Yahoo?
I honestly, I have not
I
heard of Yahoo
cannot
since you mentioned this.
I do not know what they even have to buy this, but apparently they're offering 11-figure numbers to buy Google Chrome or to buy Chrome from Google. And
okay. By the way, we're talking about Google or the company behind it, or Alphabet? Yeah, I think it's Alphabet.
we're talking about Google.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it is Google. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're talking about Google. I mean, the problem is, Alchem, like I said, I am reading not reading, like I'm acquiring this information through, what's it called? Summaries, because I don't want to read 150 pages worth of legal documents that I don't understand. Because it's a lot of legal jargon and I don't get it necessarily. So, like I said, okay, like I said earlier, that I think I spent a really bad time trying to say, is that Google isn't being told to sell Chrome right now, but it's possible that Google will be told to sell it because they have been ruled a monopoly. But the problem is, just because they were ruled a monopoly, it doesn't mean that that's going to be the final ruling. You know what I mean? Because court stuff, it takes a long time, and it's Google. They have infinite money to spend on lawyers. They're going to appeal the process and do all the legal stuff is going to happen. So it's going to be years probably. But it's interesting that they, during the first process, out of all the companies, Yahoo is trying to come in and try to buy Chrome for billions of dollars, which I didn't know I didn't know Yahoo had that kind of money.
Oh, okay. So I was under the misunderstanding of like the whole prospect of what you're referring. So yeah, now I have to review again.
Yeah,
this is something that's been on the thing for a while. Google, well, specifically them holding on to Chrome.
Yeah.
Because every time when you search through Chrome, all the the majority of the ads are stuff that's related to Google or stuff that they have an interest in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why that is the monopoly that they were ruled on.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's a reason because their parent company owns so much. Like it is like
I mean, I agree. It's functionally a monopoly. Like technically, it is not a monopoly. Like on the pure definition, it is not. There is tons of competition in the market, but functionally, it's a monopoly.
Yeah, the problem is it's just that practically everyone uses Google. Practically, it's like
it's not even just that. You're using
for God's sake.
Well, not only that, you're using Chrome, which is owned by Google. You're Google searching something, and then Google shows you the ads. They have you by
the answers.
There's so much.
And so it makes sense. And
makes sense.
It makes sense that they'd want to try to curb them from being able to monopolize all that, because it's just going to serve their own self-interest and also kill any potential competition.
And not only that, other browsers, like a lot of other browsers, use the Chrome code, because the Chrome stuff is like a publicly available thing. So they also have access to the other browsers as well, I'm pretty sure. Like they know what's happening in the other browsers, I'm pretty sure, because it's all public.
They have all that data, all that information, which they can use to, honestly, just help them in the end. All you need to do is know what people are looking for, or know what the majority of people are interested in, and just a little advertising here, a little bit of encouragement over there, and boom, you just can control where people go for their info, where people go for buying, and that's kind of why they're trying to do this whole thing where Google has to sell off Chrome.
So I just found out also, so it's not Yahoo. Okay, it is Yahoo who is trying to pay to buy Chrome, or is like saying, oh, we could buy Chrome to make this not a monopoly. But Yahoo is owned by Apollo Assistant Management, which owns a lot of subsidiary companies and groups. And the Apollo Asset Management is worth $500 billion with profits or revenue every year of $10 billion. So that's why Yahoo has that money. Because they have a very rich... The parent company is very rich.
Yeah, like Google
I
has
didn't
Alchem and
know.
Yahoo has
Yeah,
that one.
I didn't know Yahoo was owned by that. I don't know who. I guess they probably got bought before. They probably got bought,
Yeah,
and then Google and Facebook just punched them in the face, and they're
yeah,
like, "We
it's the
spent
same. It's
we
the same
spent this money
situation
on
with
Yahoo for nothing."
yeah, it's the same situation with Google. They're not
Yeah,
the head of their thing. They're owned by another company
yeah,
that one owns practically everything.
yeah.
And it's that's kind of
Though to be
why they're
fair,
like,
I
hey,
would
look,
say
you
Google
already
owns
control.
way. I would say Google owns way more than Yahoo, even if we look at
Yeah,
them individually.
even if we look at their parent companies and some, yeah, even individually, all by themselves, yeah, Google definitely does own quite a bit more than what Yahoo does.
Oh,
But
geez.
the biggest issue here is literally just they control
Yeah.
the information, and they can just control what people get to see, which is really really bad in terms of
Yeah.
like competitive market.
Another another company that also apparently walked up to say, hey, we would be interested in acquiring it as well, is OpenAI, which I'll stop.
No,
I'm gonna
God,
stop using
stop
Chrome.
them.
I'm gonna not use Chrome. If they buy it, I'm not using Chrome anymore. I'm just gonna say it.
Same.
I don't want their AI junk crammed. Like, there's enough stupid AI stuff in Google themselves now. I had to get like all the AI answered. I'm like, this is just literally wrong. I literally know this is wrong. And I'm just so sad. I had to scroll so much more now. It's so dumb. So yeah, that's that. I hope I'd much rather Yahoo buy it than the OpenAI guys.
I mean, in terms of AI, we already are getting AI answers through Google anyway.
Yes,
So,
but like, but I mean, OpenAI would be so much
Google AI.
worse. Like,
I
I'm not
mean,
talking about worse in terms of the answer quality. I'm talking about just like pushed. You know what I mean? Like, you can at least scroll down and like not look at the AI answer, but like if open AI, like literally their whole thing is AI. So I assumed it's gonna be pushed way harder and like be more intrusive, and I think that would get me off of Chrome. To be fair, I don't only use Chrome as a search. I use 3 different ones for different reasons. So, you know. But yeah. So that was interesting to me, that whole Google stuff. I honestly, one of the reasons I want to talk about this outcome is because I can't believe the courts said Google was a monopoly. Not because I don't believe that, because I can't believe like the lawyers that Google hired that happened, you know? Because I'm sure the lawyers could figure out into something when they have that much money and that much time. Obviously, this is nowhere near done. This is going to take years and years probably to settle. But I just can't believe that the in the US law now there will be court documents saying that at one point Google was a monopoly. In the US, Google manipulation of ad market monopoly style. And I'm like, "Oh, I can't believe that happened."
I can believe it.
Yeah, no, Akam, I believe it in terms of functionally, functionally I believe it. I just can't believe that the courts were able to do that, because like the lobbying of Google is insane. You know what I mean? Like I can't believe the courts made that decision. Because like, look, I'm not like, no one's an idiot. Google like can do whatever they want sometimes, most of the time I would say. So I just can't believe they actually reached that conclusion that it is a monopoly. I assumed the lobbyists were doing their thing. You know what I mean?
They didn't pay enough, apparently.
Apparently not enough. So yeah.
Government not corruptible? My God.
I can't believe it.
That should be on the news.
It should be. It should be on the news, honestly.
Should be able to Google. I mean, look it up online.
Yeah. We need to Google it.
No, look it up online. No, we can't say Google anymore. Especially if it's owned by OpenAI. Oh God, I really hope we don't enter the timeline where it's owned by OpenAI.
Okay, first, the Google search is not going to be. It's just Chrome, not the Google search. To be fair, the search engine and Chrome are 2 different things. So yeah. So Alchem, let's end off with my final story, and it's hilarious.
Oh, it better be, because this was like kind of like a
So
downer.
I'm gonna read you the headline.
Oh no.
AI shopping app CEO faces 40 years in prison for using humans instead.
Huh?
So, the CEO or former CEO of Nat, I think, which is a AI shopping app. Okay, wait. Claimed to be a AI shopping app was actually a call center in the Philippines instead of an AI shopping app. This shopping app, as the Nat app advertised itself, was a
Mm-hmm.
simplified online shopping allowing users to skip the checkout on retail websites by reducing the process to a single tap, and it claimed to use proprietary AI technology to autonomously complete online purchases on behalf of the people using it. It turns out there was zero AI, and it was a call center in the Philippines that were um, completing the online purchases instead.
Oh. Now, it says autonomously making purchase. Now, is it like deciding what to purchase for you, or does it just take your order and place the order
Basically,
for you?
basically, you say, "Hey, buy this for me," and it buys it for you. Like you say, "I want to buy this." Click buy, and it does all the checkout stuff for you.
So, so it's basically just a
So
gopher.
here,
Got it.
I'll
Okay.
give the like the it, he marketed an app as a universal
Mm-hmm.
shopping card program that simplified online shopping, allowing users to skip the checkout on retail websites by using the process to single tap. So basically, you would add things to your cart and then click buy, and then the AI would do the rest. It is what he claimed. But in reality, instead of AI to complete the checkout for users, Nate, the app, relied on the use of human workers to process the transactions in secret. Hundreds of purchasing assistants in a call center located in the Philippines before creating an army of bots to automate the process. So basically, humans would do the purchasing, and then bots would they would make a bot to do it for them after all the humans did it. So there was no AI at all.
I, I'm still, I'm still wondering where the illegality comes from. Is it just the false advertising? Is it just? I'm
It's
trying to
well, no,
understand there.
it's also because it's not the customers um that brought the case against this guy. It's because um the CEO ran away with the money and he
Oh.
committed securities fraud and wire fraud.
Oh, okay. There you go. Then okay.
Yeah, so like
I mean,
that's one of the reasons as well, because because instead of spending the investors' money on AI, he hired a bunch of people in the Philippines to do it for him. You know what I mean? Like that's the
okay. So
fraud.
he was doing a scam that wasn't really a scam because he still did the thing that he promised to do, but eventually he was like, "I'm just running away with the money anyway."
Well,
Or I guess it was intended
I don't know if he
anyways.
did
Just
I don't know if he technically ran away with the money, but like he didn't do what he was doing. Cuz
yeah,
from what I can tell, the like there was zero AI involved, and
yeah. No, it just I just feel it's dumb to say, "Hey, we're gonna use AI to buy stuff for you," and then he still did the whole process of buying stuff for people. He just didn't do it with AI. So the goal was still reach for the customer, so the customers were
yes.
happy.
Yeah, but
I'm just
it's the investment, it's the investment
the
companies
investors that
that
were
brought
betrayed.
this. Yeah,
Okay,
because
okay,
nothing was
okay.
actually
There,
created. The
okay.
investors are the
That
ones that
goes.
brought this up, I think. And it was
That makes
also
more sense.
just the actual the United States Department of Justice was also
Hmm.
involved in this case as well, and apparently the FBI too because of wire fraud and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Now it starts to make more sense. I
Yeah,
was just like,
so
it just sounds like this guy just did a roundabout way to scam people, and really, in the end, still did the
yeah,
job. He just worked
so
harder with actual people.
the background of this outcome is that the CEO Albert in 2018 raised $40 million with investors to develop this app and development of AI, which obviously he didn't do.
$40 million with a lie.
Yep, pretty much. And I found that hilarious. I don't know about you. I found that so funny because the headline was hilarious. AI shopping app CEO faces 40 years in prison for using humans instead. That's a great headline, I have to say.
That is a great headline.
It's a great headline.
I can't believe that. That's such ridiculous, but...
Also, I just want to say, I don't know I also don't really know what this skip the checkout thing means. Like, so you buy the online, like, what else, like, what's the difficulty of checkout? Like,
okay, I'm glad you asked that because I was kind of like trying to like not really hit that issue, but it was also bugging me. I'm like,
what? I don't know what this thing does.
This AI buys for you online. I can just do that on Amazon. I literally look up the thing, I see the thing, I press the button, I get the thing. Yeah.
I mean, okay. To be fair,
what is this company doing?
Okay, let's think about it as dumb as possibility. When you buy something on Amazon, you click like what? Once to click to add to, you click it to add to your cart. Then you click the cart, then you click buy, so that's 3 clicks, and then you put information in, so that's multiple clicks depending if it's not saved. But if it is saved, if your information is saved, well, let's be honest, most people's are.
You don't need to put your information.
So you click, then you click buy, so it's like 4 clicks at, let's say 5 to be generous, you know? What is this skipping? So I guess you click, I don't even know what this skips. I'm so confused. Because it says, like, the blurb is, allows users to skip the checkout on retail websites by reducing the process to a single tap. But, like, you only, if you're buying something on your phone, you tap like 4 or 5 times at most.
I don't understand what tap you're missing or you're skipping. There's no, like,
I mean, you are skipping taps technically, but you're skipping like 3 taps that take literally less than a second.
I don't know about you, but for me, all I have to do is when I buy stuff, because my Amazon account is set up, so I have it all set. I literally can pick buy now or put in cart, and if I don't need to buy multiple things, I just click buy now, and the only other page is just a confirmation page, and that's it.
Yeah.
I already have my payment stuff sorted.
Well, that's on your computer, right? Or is that on your phone?
Yeah, that's on my computer. That is on my phone too.
Well, you have to remember this is an app. Apparently, it's an app, so it's specifically for phones. So that's slightly different than a desktop website, right?
I suppose.
Because I think what this is doing is that maybe I'm giving them too much credit. I think the idea of this app is that you open the app and it shows websites. You click on the website and you click on the items you want to buy, and it goes to the websites and buys them for you. I think is the idea. Maybe? Because it's supposed to skip the checkout. So I think you just click on the stuff to buy. I think. Maybe. Potentially?
You're hurting yourself.
I have no idea what this app does, but this guy's this guy's going to jail for 40 years because of it. I have no idea what this AI app does though. But just like in all these stories when I bring up AI stuff, Alchem, both of us say, what is this even supposed to do? But whatever, I guess. $40 million were spent. I have no idea what this app is supposed to do. I'm so confused.
Same. I was just trying to just avoid it. I'm like, no, maybe it's just misunderstanding. No, it makes no sense at all to me.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's supposed to do. Because, like, I don't know about you, Alchem. Buying things online, I purposely make things more difficult to buy things online, so I don't buy things online all the time. Because then I'd literally have zero money then. Because I don't want it to be super easy. It's very easy to buy things online, and I don't want it to be easy because I need to save money. You know? Like, I don't want it to be easy. It's already very easy. I'm very confused.
So it was
I'm
just like,
confused.
I don't understand. It's on your phone. It's easier. I guess it's just one of those probably trying to like
I don't know.
scam some
Yeah.
people. Or
I mean, he scammed the investors at least.
I mean, well, he succeeded in one thing then.
He succeeded in one thing, and hundreds of people in a call center in the Philippines hopefully got paid. Hopefully, it is a call center in the Philippines, so I don't know.
I don't think they got
That's, I mean, they got paid, but probably not worth it.
paid.
But on that note, on us both being confused, the one thing we're not confused about is your shoutouts, Alchem. Why don't you do your shoutouts?
Oh yeah. Hello. Hi. My name is.
He is
What?
confused.
Oh yeah.
I've killed his brain. Understandable though.
That.
He's lucky I didn't bring any crypto stories.
Why, hello everyone. My name is Alchem. I'm the little tanuki VTuber that could. I'm currently in a RAM form right now, and you can catch me outside of the podcast over on YouTube and also on Twitch. If you're watching on the live stream, you're currently already watching on Twitch. Then you happen to stumble upon me here live. Thank you so much for watching. You're watching through the YouTube video, and you want to catch my antics, you can catch me over, like I said, Twitch or YouTube, where I do live streams of gaming and all other sorts of nonsense. And yeah, hope you enjoy it as I just game. Yeah, they're in the description below. And you can just come on by, enjoy, take part in the banter, the camaraderie, the community, and enjoy. But yeah, for today, usually on our Sunday podcast, I'm here and joined with the Techno Jelly. And take it away, Jelly.
Hello, everyone. I am the Techno Jelly. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're already on my watching on YouTube, I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video if anyone is interested in that style of video. So please subscribe over to my YouTube channel at the Techno Jelly. I also have a Twitch as well where I'm streaming randomly now generally during the night times EST, where I'm currently playing Oblivion. I might play the game we talked about earlier, the Exhibitions 33 on stream at some point. The problem is Oblivion's going to take me a long time to play, so we'll figure it out. And yeah, if you would like to support the podcast, please go over to my Patreon at the Technojelly as well. I'm having problems with the Patreon right now because I've reached the video limit, and I don't think they're going to give me more space to upload videos, so I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. I'll let everyone know on the Patreon if you would like to do that. I'd appreciate it. And if you'd like to check me out on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. And I am also currently trying to get the podcast on other platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. So I'll let everyone know when that happens as well. Same with Alchem. I'll let Alchem know that the podcast is also on those platforms as well. Thank you everyone for watching today, or listening today, I guess, technically, on Two Buds One Podcast. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Later, guys.